This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Introduction. For a long time, poverty has been perceived to constitute a lack or inadequacy of basic needs, including food, clothing, and shelter. The levels by which different societies achieve these three basic essentials vary, and this explains the differences in poverty levels among different societies. Today, America is described as having the highest level of poverty rate compared to other industrialized countries. To justify this, the recent and most current statistics from the Census Bureau show that the level and rate of poverty in the USA are increasing, with minority ethnic groups being the most disadvantaged. In the past, numerous poverty reduction policies have been formulated and implemented, but their overall impact remains below expectations, as the main beneficiaries are the middle class at the expense of the poor. Therefore, the situation calls for a paradigm shift in policy formulation and implementation. Poverty, statement of the problem. In the year 2010, the poverty rate in the USA stood at 15.1%, up from 14.3% recorded in the previous year 2009. At the same time, it was noted that the poverty rate for the last 4 years has been increasing at an estimated rate of 2.6%. Overall, in 2010, estimates indicated that about 46.2 million Americans are poor, and the increased poverty rate was observed to affect almost all major ethnic groups in America: whites, African American, Asians, and Hispanics. Furthermore, the 2010 official statistics indicated the highest rate of poverty the country had experienced and recorded since 1993. Therefore, to address this issue of increasing poverty, there is a need to conduct action research that investigates public policy initiatives in the USA concerning poverty and subsequently proposes the most effective public policy that can be pursued successfully. Significance of the study. Poverty remains an issue that ought to be addressed in American society as a way of achieving the American dream. Social inclusion goals and objectives postulate that the well-being of humankind is the essence of stability, peace, and societal development. Therefore, addressing poverty is one way of achieving social inclusion goals. At the same time, there is a need for an effective public policy that comprehensively addresses the issues of poverty in the country. Therefore, this study possesses the ability to create a sound body of knowledge that, in turn, can be used to create an effective public policy framework. Relevant literature review. The poverty level in the USA is increasing at a gradual rate, and the overall impact of this on society is huge. Addressing poverty has assumed and utilized unilateral public policy models that, in turn, have led to inadequacy in tackling the issue of poverty. For instance, many conventional poverty policies address education, employment, social security, health, economic growth, and tax. This has been done in separateness, and the result has been the construction, formulation, and implementation of skewed and weak poverty reduction models. There is a need to establish a broad-based understanding of poverty and know that it interplays with other factors and elements simultaneously. Hence, any attempt to address poverty requires addressing the interplay of accompanying factors. According to Corak, to fight poverty, social and physical infrastructure and services can be funded and maintained effectively if the target groups are involved in designing, implementing, and monitoring them, as well as ensuring accountability of the government officials responsible for such policies. Methodology. Primary and secondary research methods will be utilized, where primary data will be generated through actual field research techniques. In contrast, secondary data will be generated from works already done in the field. Furthermore, the reliability and validity of information will be enhanced through quantitative and qualitative techniques. This will see the use of questionnaires, field interviews, poverty program surveys, and in-depth discussion. The aim of this will be to ensure that the public policy to be designed captures the aspect and essence of poverty and subsequent reduction strategies from a broad perspective. Conclusion. Poverty remains a social issue that requires clear strategies for addressing it. Efforts in the past have bore fruits, but given recent trends of increasing cases of poverty in society, there is an urgent need to address poverty comprehensively. It is from this fact that it is recommended that addressing poverty in modern America requires an action plan originating from an inclusive and integrated social equity policy strategy. Did you like this Poverty in the United States sample? To get more works like this one, make sure to check out the database of academic paper examples at ivypanda.com. You will find thousands of samples for all your study needs.